Turn off down. Okay, this is like a random thought proposal that I came up with from my personal experience working with parents and just seeing what's going on out here from Salisbury. And I have came to the conclusion that I think the parents need to be held accountable.
Hold them.
And this is for the safety and the protection for the children. Now, I personally do not believe in diagnosis, and I have my very good reasons for not believing in it. And it's some documentation, some YouTubes out here that can crush the DSM-5s and all that good stuff.
This guy.
And
this guy right here can diagnose, but he doesn't.
Shut up. But the point is, since the parents are the ones who are signing up for the health care and saying that their kids have these diagnoses, they should be basically held accountable. And this program I don't want to call it a program. Let's say company. Should be private in another jurisdiction. Let's just say a private, maybe continental republic jurisdiction. Let me just throw that out there. Switching capacities from the state, federal, because everything is federal, so you have to switch capacities. And basically, it's family oriented, because I really don't understand how the family therapy is out here, and I don't see it really being family.
Who does that?
I see it really, the parents are getting the checks, the kids are not. I'm not seeing the benefits of the children health-wise, food-wise.
Slow motion for me.
Slow motion to that side. Can I get a hello there? And it's out of hand. So basically, it should be called gift, recreation, creation company.
On the land.
Gifts, recreation.
On the land.
Yeah, on the land.
Because look, we paid for that.
Recreation, creation. Gift, recreation, creation company. That's a whole lot. We could break the title down later. But this basically is a flip side to it. It's basically for parents who sign their kids up and say that they have diagnosis. These parents have to. We are going to flip those diagnoses and call these things gifts, and it's going to benefit the child. And how it benefits the child? Money management. And I say stop giving the checks to the parents, because obviously it's not being managed right. And let's say staff who take care of the cases there at certain locations of these certain places, like DSS, I think they should be eliminated. I think it should stay strictly with the independent therapy who really don't force their services. Let's say that. And what they basically are doing are bringing the kids. There's like, oh, okay, yeah, my kid has this, whatever. They're so excited their kid has HEAD, whatever case may be. And we're sitting there in our head, I'm like laughing, because you're coming to us and we're about to put you to work. And basically what you have to do as the parent, you have to get a trade. Granted, it's hard enough as it is out here in Salisbury. You really can't get no jobs. And I really don't advocate for anybody working at chicken plants.
You can't say get a job.
And you can't just say get a job. That's not reality. It's not fair to anyone to even say that. It's really, if people that say that stuff, I really want to slap them for cast iron pain, but that's another story.
I don't care about that. That's not fair.
The point is, the parents need to get up off their asses and stop sitting around collecting checks from the state and basically wasting the check. It needs to really go to the child. So basically, these independent caseworkers.
It's like when you get paid your money, you pay your rent. Like your money goes to
they basically will be the treasurers of each individual person that's coming to sign up at the company.
My kid's sick, I get free rent.
And basically the mom, grandma, whoever has custody, it doesn't even matter. Stipulations have to be set. If there are hard cases like sexual cases, these people are not allowed to be on the premises.
Evaluate them. No, they come to me. Oh, Mr. Can't get those.
It has to be basically shut down right then and there. The focus is on the child. So you have to put the child and the parents together in this one basically community that will be looking like a resort.
The person that can sign off has no license. It's me.
This resort basically can be eco-friendly, clay floors, huts that look like houses, mini mansion houses. You can get a budget going for that. Billing and coding, we know really how you get paid, so I don't need to go there. So it's not like it really couldn't be done. All you have to do is landscape and get a property and locally look for some landscapers that can really hook this up and take care of it that way. And it can house up to how many ever capacity kids. It should be no capacity on, because we can't control how many people out here are having kids now. So just build it. You basically want to build this big enough where you don't have to leave the premises to really go anywhere other than maybe, I don't know, if you want to joyride or something, I don't know. But you have everything there. Like, that's what it is. It's to keep you family, or like it's basically for you to focus on your family. No outside business. Like, cut it out. Because guess what? If you don't get up and go to class or get a trade, you know what I'm saying, you work on the property.
If we did, they can do it.
The child and the parent is there. You have a recreation center there. It's called the Gifted and Recreation Creation Center there. You have the pool. You can put a playground there. You can put thermal waters on this property. You can put agriculture. You can change to agriculture. I mean, we coming into the local farms that don't use toxic chemicals. Like, you can control all this. And basically the parent can work. The parents who can't get a job or fake have illnesses, they can work on the premises, and they can be controlled as far as how they want to do their hours, but they have to work. So it's not like anything's being forced on anybody. You know what I'm saying? It's not a forced issue, but in order for you to get paid, you have to work. Now, to keep the kids out of trouble, they can also be paid if they're working on the facility, if they're working on the property, on the land too. You can create a budget for the kids. And then senior citizens, I think, that can't get around. These teenagers out here who like to drive can actually drive these senior citizens around and be paid for it. So, I mean, we can create a situation where the money is not an issue. Basically, you're paying for everything. So people can drop that bullshit healthcare shit. They can get on the Dr. Saving plan. It can be paid for. The food situation can also be paid for, because guess what? You guys are going to provide the real agriculture for them to get healthy. It's about getting healthy, and it's about becoming knowledgeable as far as the family and finances, how to budget, how to read bills properly together as a unit. This is what's missing out here that's not being taught, and I think this is the main things that need to be taught.
No, because you can do therapy with somebody or meeting or whatever you do. You say be together, but be together could be something that's pulling them apart.
Right. And
that's my thing.
And I think what it is because people are fucking bored. I think that's really what it is. You have the smart meters on everything. Like, if you build a facility that don't have smart meters, that have thermal waters,
you got a chance to not get
right, that have actually activities for kids to do, like a recreation center that can go to nature, like nature walks, like the attitudes will change, because the food is what will help. The food is what's the issue here. The food and the water. That's the issue here. So if you change the food, you change the water, you're going to change the brain.
You know what really gets me? Is that right now we don't have a shower filter, but we have a shower filter and a water filter, and everybody I come in contact with doesn't.
Right.
So it's like I can't judge them off that because I know they don't have a shower filter or a water filter. I'm like, damn.
If you create this space where you can have the Remington unit on the property, because you guys are regulating everything, so everything you can pay for this, and guess how you're paying for it? We're doing the billing and coding. So the billing and coding can actually go to actually building the facilities for the people that need to be there. And it's not even a facility; it's a resort.
Like I said earlier, there's gotta be some rules on it. Like what's some because you already know.
Rules on it.
I'm sorry. Go negative, but some people abuse shit. Like
as an adult,
you're out if you don't do this shit.
This is my thing. One rule.
You have to participate in the meetings. You have to participate.
This is my rule. You're going to be so busy, you're not going to have time to really make outside rules. That's the whole point of keeping the parents busy in front of the kids. And it doesn't matter. If it's a community meeting. It doesn't matter if it's daily planning for the homework jump that I told you about. Like, if you're going to do homework, the homework should be learning how to actually read a bill properly, how to actually the Dr. Sadie on YouTube, the Dean Clifford. You're going to have so much stuff that the parents got to get back to you to let you know that they understand what they're listening to, not only reading but listening to, because like I said, you have some people that they probably can't read, so they have to do things visually. I would prefer this whole situation be a visual thing. So if you're trying to go somewhere to turn up and you know you got homework with your kid or with your child, what you gonna do? Risk not being paid that day, or you gonna take your ass to class?
Because you're stopping the pay.
Because you're stopping your own pay. So
that's
now
the whole
all
point.
the responsibilities on you. Now your kid is watching you as an example.
Your whole approach is based off stopping their pay.
You're going to stop your own pay.
Because then you have to realize that if you want to go to the store and get something, you have to get some gain from something.
And I think
because you don't just roll up to the store and swipe a card and get everything.
And that's
that shit ain't reality.
I think it's not right.
It doesn't help nobody. Yeah, it doesn't help. It doesn't help nobody.
And I also think for real, it needs to be some major mind blowing situations where out here, because it's so toxic. I think also on the resort, it needs to be an area where actually you can have sativa on the property or on the land for free. Because guess what? If you have people that are educated in hemp and oils, people can open up avenues and you can start building things to help the environment. So that way, that's really taking it deep in, because now you're changing the ecosystem right then and there. So people that have cancer, they want to come and work, and they actually want to grow stuff like sativa and hemp and make things for the body that's good and healthy wise. You shouldn't have to be sick in order to use something that's grown from the earth. That's where I come in with. This is why this should be a private, not public resort. You get what I'm saying? So yeah.